So I first came to the church in 2004. I had surrendered custody of my son to my parents. I was going through a really hard time. I was a drug addict. I was an alcoholic. I was not a very stable person, and I knew that my son needed stability. So they started looking for a church that had a great kids' life, and they found the Life Church. I would come with them from time to time because it was welcoming, it was friendly, it was warm. I didn't have a great relationship with Jesus, but I enjoyed what I felt when I came. And I would come high sometimes. I would come after a drug binge, and it didn't matter. I was still seen, and people didn't judge me. I was greeted the same, and that meant a lot to me. In 2010, I met my husband. We actually met at a bar. We started dating, and my parents were already coming to the Life Church, so we both decided, hey, let's go to church. One night, the night before Easter, we invited all of our friends in the bar to come to church with us at the Life Church, and the next morning, all of them came, and several of our friends kept coming. And they went through discovery, and they started serving. Their lives started changing. And within that year, I would say, I quit drugging. And my husband and I just looked at each other and was like, hey, all of our friends are serving on teams and have gone through discovery. I guess this is probably something we should do. Over the course of that several months, I really felt God start drawing out all of the junk in that time. I didn't realize that drinking actually was a problem in my life. I couldn't eat solid food. I couldn't walk a straight line without drinking. I couldn't sleep. I tried to stop on my own, and physically I couldn't. I knew I had a problem. I needed medical help. So the next day I started calling around, and I started asking for medical detoxes, and they told me it would be 3 to 4 months before anyone could see me. So I called the teams, the connection team that I was on, different people, and I just asked people to pray. I called my parents and told them to pray. My husband was praying. Later that day, someone called me back and said they had a bed ready for me to come on in. And I was on seizure watch and medical detox for 9 days. And then after that, I went to Serenity House in Memphis. And I was there for 30 days. And my husband, I remember when I first went into MMHI, I was on the phone with him, and he's like, what do I tell everybody when they ask me, when you're not there at church Sunday? What do I say? And I just told him, tell them where I am. Somebody needs to know that they're not alone. If I hadn't been on a team serving, or if I hadn't been already giving of myself, it would have been all about me at this point. For the first time in my life, being outward focused and not inward focused. God had done something. Something had started to spark. So I went to rehab, I came back, and I started serving on a team again. I just picked up where I left off, but I knew I wasn't alone. And that's the important thing at the Life Church. You're not alone. My husband and I have been through a lot in almost 10 years that I've been sober now. We would not still be married if it were not for the Life Church and our faith, our relationship with Jesus. I'm thankful that the Life Church has a vision to help hurting people, because I wouldn't be here if it didn't.